Hello everybody, Otaku Soup here with Anime/Games, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Last we left off, we continued to upset Sayori, and we were Natsu's coming over to bake cupcakes, right, for the festival, and I got a number, I guess. Alright. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any differently when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, hey. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Ah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. Eh? Jeez, dude. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Oh. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Oh. Holy shit. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Jeez. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. Wow. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. It's going to be fun, right? How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Alright. I look forward to it. Shit. Wow, that was heavy. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hopefully this is going to be calm. Oh, what a cute outfit. It's got a cat on it. Sub. Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform really totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Fair enough. Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. But we're in the kitchen! Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Oh. Just trust me on this one. Hey! Was that to me? Man, let's just get started already. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Totally understand, dude. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? It's food coloring. You're using it to color food. Ah. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. Aw, I didn't think of it that way. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? Recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes as I wear Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, but I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Oh yeah, it'll just take a little longer. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger into the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. Oh, your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Aw, cute. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh, how romantic are you? Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Aww. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. You should have checked before turning the oven on. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Well, that was lucky, I guess. Lucky. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Well, shit. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. And I'm glad we didn't mess up the cupcakes. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcake in each of the trays. It will look even better once we add the icing. Just don't use green. Green's not a creative color. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. Aww. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? I did not read that last line. What was it? We could make it more interesting by writing a word on each cupcake. Something like that. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Maybe I'm getting it from you. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, yeah. Natsuki's voice trails off. Eh? Did you say something? Yes, I'm precious. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Oh jeez, is her dad abusive? Already? It's a shame. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Yeah. I can think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Aww. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What's happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breasts against me. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Eh? Ah, shit. Sayori. Just now we weren't... There's no music. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. That was weird. Sayori, I thought you didn't even want to come over today. See what? What are you talking about? Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Shit. Sorry, don't say that. Monica? Monica was right about what? What did Monica tell you to do? Sayori. What I said before, it's true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel pain anymore. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. What are you scared of, Sayori? Sayori. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Fuck! Don't do that. I know what I'm supposed to say, and I know what I'm gonna say, and they're not the same. If I say the second one, she's gonna be heartbroken. You don't say that to someone that tells you basically that they love you. Oh god. She's like, oh god damn it. You don't know shit, Otaku's poop. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need the most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what'll make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Yeah, she would. God. Sayori. Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? Because you said a horrible thing! It's dumb. There's nothing more that I could have done. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I couldn't have lied to her, but... Shit, man. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we got through a day of baking and some really heavy shit. So we'll continue soon. That I guess is our first step into the mature content, and it was really heavy. I'm sorry if anyone out there is suffering from depression or anything like that. Just you know, I know so many people have said this, but there's people you can turn to. And hopefully not people that say the wrong thing like I just did to Sayori. But, you know, those people that are close to you, hold them dear. Because even when they don't really know what to say, they do care. some people just aren't as good at showing it as others are. Just remember that there's always people you can turn to. But hopefully the next episode is a little less heavy than this one was. Still kind of wondering what Monica said to Sayori. But I guess maybe we'll find out soon. Anyways, it's the day of the festival. So let's jump right in. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking into school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Also, there's no music. That's not me. It's not muted. It's just quiet. Oh, I'm the first one here, am I? Yeah, sure. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I shouldn't have gone to wake her up after all? Oh, boy. What? Why do you know about that? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Why do you know about that? But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Oh, Monica, what a... Eh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt the chill down my spine after hearing that. It's really, really unsettling that there's no music. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. Well, that would be me, right? Well then. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Nothing. Also, how did she get it here? This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. We're not going to worry about the get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head thing at the beginning. Okay. Or okay. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... I quickly leave the classroom. Mana calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it some kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Sorry about that. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what have pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but still I couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Oh my god. I guess I did the wrong thing. What the fuck? Oh my god. What? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh, it's the same from before. Oh. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Monica? Hi. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in school. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Really? You quit? Yeah, a lot of this is... In that case, what club did you decide to join? Oh my god, this is way creepy. Literature? Sounds kinda dull. How many members do you have so far? Only 3. Well, I can see that. Wait, really? Did Monica say she? I mean, I guess so, but... Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. It's nothing, really. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Okay, holy shit. What the fuck happened? Oh my god. Monica is a very fishy lady. Her telling me not to strand myself when I was running, and everything. You motherfucker, I don't trust you. I'm gonna be chasing Natsuki through this route, because I don't think this route's over yet. Until it's... I'm not gonna deviate until I figure out what's going on. And if there's a way to take the other routes, I'll do that at some point. This is gonna be a nice journey into a fucked up world. Things did not go as expected. Shit got heavy really quick. And, I don't really know what to say about that. So, we'll figure that out next time. But until then, I'm Otaku Soup, and I'll see you next time.